Okay, guys, this is not how I play as an acoustic guitar player coming into electric, but I just thought it's worth mentioning that for more true electric guitar players, what I've noticed watching them is that for the bar chord shapes that I just showed you, they tend to just focus on these three strings and do like cheat versions. So let me give you an example. Let's say take the E shape. So when I touch the E shape, I said, okay, we're playing the, what is it? This one, right? And then moving along with the bar. So if I shift that with a bar, say I shift this to the F shape, and then I add in the bar here. But this is, it's kind of tiring if you're not used to holding the bar. So what can you do instead? If I only care about the B, D, and G string, then I can play the same thing, not without holding the whole bar, just hold this one note right there. And then I'm going to ignore that one because that's not in those three strings. And all I have to do is just hold this little stair shape, which makes it easy to remember, right? This little stair shape on the B, D, G string. And then I can just arpeggiate those individual notes, 1, 2, 3. Or I can play them. I can play it as a chord, strumming it. Well, careful though, when you strum this thing, if you're strumming this chord, you don't want to hit these strings that you're not holding, or you want to mute them with your other fingers to stop them from vibrating. But this is like an easier version, right? This is now the F. And then take the same shape, shift over. Where do you find it? If you forget where you are, just remember, okay, this note here, just like point it down to the top string, and that tells you where you are. So this is the F chord. If I take the same shape, move it to like here. Okay, this is the G chord now because it's pointing right here, right? Or this is the A shape, or the B shape, or okay, this is back to E up here. So that means here would be the D shape, right? Just those three notes. Okay, so that'll be like the cheat, kind of what I call like the lazy way. But the electric guitarists like to be lazy, and it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Okay, so that would be the E shape. What about the E minor shape? Okay, let's break that down. So normally for E minor, for us as acoustic guitar players, we hold that, right? If I want to shift that to F minor, you'd hold this. Okay, well, what are the important notes if I'm thinking in terms of these three strings? Well, boom, this one, and this one, right? So then, let's distill that. I got this one, and that one. This becomes my minor shape. This is now, again, pointing down. This shape points down to this top string. This would be the F minor shape. So those three, only playing those three notes. Now, actually, no, let me include that arrow. So here, this becomes now the F sharp minor, G minor, up here, A minor, the second dot, third dot, that's a B minor. And then up here is the E minor, the two dots, right, where it resets. Two back is the D minor. What about this guy? What is that? That would be a one back from the D minor. That's a C sharp minor or D flat minor. Right, this is B. Remember, B is right next to C, so this is a C minor, and then this would be a C sharp minor, D flat minor. Okay, so that's the what do you call it? The lazy way for E and E minor shapes. Now, same thing we can do for the A and A minor shapes. Let's think about those for a second. So what is the A and A minor shapes? Let's start with A. A goes right here, right? But thinking about this in terms of these three, super easy to remember because look, it's just all in a line exactly on those three strings. So just all in one line. Now, how do you remember where you are though? What chord it is? Well, you just go, this is the A, right? This is the A. If I want a B flat, then I just take this whole thing and shift it over one, right? With the bar chord, you'd have the bar at the B flat. Remember, why am I talking about B flat? B flat is right here on the second string, right? So with a bar chord, you'd have it there, but you're just pointing to that position right there. So this would be a B flat the easy way. just those 3 strings, only playing those 3 strings, this would be a B and then a C, right? This is a C right here in that string. And then a D right there, because this is the D on that second string. Now, if you're a bass player like me, then this is easy to remember because as bass players, we're pretty familiar with these strings right here, at least to a certain point, right? We're pretty familiar with all the notes here. That's what makes this an easy transition for us. Okay, and then, oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, you get the idea, right? Same, we just continue on. And then now, I'm not going to belabor that anymore. What about the A minor shape? So A minor shape, what did that look like? Almost the same, except you had to just drop this by 1, right? So what are the 3 critical notes? Boom, boom, and boom. So this right here would be the B flat. This would be a B flat minor. C minor would be right there, where you hold the purple positions, right? This is D minor, E minor, F sharp minor, G minor. This would be back to an A minor, right there. Okay, so that's the concept. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate all these in the next video. All right, guys, see ya.